It's the holiday season, as in, well, it is another update for Halo Infinite, the Snowbound Operation. It just went live for you guys. So I'm going to break it all down for you on how this is a great update, but with a big asterisk on the butt that they kind of messed up again like they did last year. While they advertise wintry maps in the game now, that's just something we've always wanted when it comes to a winter update for Halo Infinite. The likelihood you'd be playing on that winter map, not very likely. But if you guys enjoyed these type of videos, like and subscribe is always appreciated. Let's get right into those details. So what's going to be different with Halo Infinite once you log into it with the Snowbound Operation launch? It just went live for us, guys. Well, you get the 1v1 showdown playlist. Now it's an official playlist, no longer a workshop. I made a whole video on this playlist, guys. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm not a 1v1 fan. In fact, I actually kind of really hate playing 1v1s. It's not really my vibe. But the 1v1 showdown playlist here is actually a ton of fun. It actually makes playing 1v1s fun. Highly suggest you jump in and play it. The skill-based matchmaking doesn't seem too strict in this, whereas actually you can just kind of jump in and play logically and have a good time, right? And there are some sweaty matches, there's some casual matches. I'll totally see this being like a permanent mode in Halo Infinite moving forward, because all you need is just one other person, and if the skill-based matchmaking isn't too strict in that playlist, then it should work out just fine. Now, for the uninitiated, when it comes to the 1v1 showdown playlist, like, please give it a try. You actually might like it. It's actually a lot of fun when I played it. And I am a guy who hates 1v1s. The 1v1 showdown is actually a ton of fun. So if you guys are uninitiated or didn't get a chance to play the workshop variant of this, basically what it's the first to win best of 5 rounds. So each round is either you get 5 kills or you capture the zone. There's a king of the hill element to this whole thing, right? And so, but the cool thing about this is that it's all on one map, but each time you spawn in, it's a completely different level, right? These are all kind of truncated versions of the maps that we are pretty familiar with when it comes to Halo. So there's like a small Aquarius, there's a small Argyle, there's a small Bazaar, there's a small Catalyst, a small Imperium, which is like the pit from Halo 3, right? A small Fortress, and also we have an original map, which is Origin, which is kind of based on like Coliseum from Halo 5 as well. And these are all within the same map, but they're all little maps within one big map, if that kind of makes sense. And each time you win a round, you jump into a new map. So it kind of keeps it fresh a little bit. It's a bit randomized as well when it comes to your spawns. And so you might get, Bazaar twice. Or, so I've had plenty of playthroughs when it comes to the 1v1 plays where I didn't get a chance to play Catalyst at all. So like, there's a good mix of when it comes to how the 1v1 plays out. Like, seriously, watch my video if you guys are curious about that. But like, it's a ton of fun. It doesn't look like they made any kind of changes when it came to this mode, when it comes to the actual full release of the whole thing. So it's going to be pretty similar to that. So if you got plenty of time in the workshop, well, it's going to be the same thing, but just more, official, kind of, I guess, in the way. If you had a chance to play it, like, please do. Like, honestly, 1v1's a ton of fun in this mode. Now here, guys, this is where Halo Studios kind of messed up again, like they did last year when it came to Snowfire, when it comes to adding new maps into Halo Infinite. And the fact is that they added in a fan favorite Snowbound into the game. It's in the game right now that you can play it, but the odds of you actually getting a chance to play it are slim, pretty slim right now, because we'll show you guys right here that if the only way you can play this mode or play on this map right now is if you click into like the multiplayer, right? You have the 1v1 showdown playlist, and rest or just like your regular rotated playlist that you see in right now. And don't worry, you Delta Halo fans, it's still in the game, but in a weird way. But we'll talk about that in a minute here. But the only way to really can play Snowbound is if you go under Quick Play here and you select your modes right here. Now I just have all like the regular Slayer modes selected right now, which is still a ton of different modes you can select from, which might mess up the matchmaking, however, so with so many people in it. But the thing is that there are a lot of maps to play right now in Halo Infinite. We still have like this idea like, oh, the content's barely there for Halo Infinite. Well, not so much, guys. Like, if you look at the playlist here, when it comes to the total maps within just Quick Play alone, yeah, it's quite a lot. Like, that's a lot of maps to go through, right? And now, not every map is going to be in every single playlist, but most of them will be, right? Because they're all kind of designed to be general 4v4 gameplay kind of style maps. But you have to kind of scroll around and kind of look closely within the alphabetical order. You'll see Snowbound mixed in there as a map that you can play. But the likelihood of you being able to play this map in particular is not very likely right now. But it looks like it will be improving with your odds to get a chance to play Snowbound. That's probably when I will try to actually get a chance to play, because I remember this exact same problem happening back in Winter Contingency 3 when they made Snowfire into the game. And I was like, oh, super cool. We get to play like a snowy version of Livefire. I love this map. It's going to be really fun. But then you threw it in with quick play with all those maps in there. It really does become like an actual problem of being able just to play the content that you want to play, which is kind of like the whole point of the match composer. But I don't know. I think these other maps that we have coming in, guys, are going to be coming in later in the season when it comes to the Snowball fight, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But hey, if you get lucky enough, you can play Snowbound or just play some custom games. Jump in the custom game browser and play that as well. Your XP gains will be a little diminished, but you know, there's that. Of course, as always, we have an operation pass, right? The same kind of deal. You know, the 500 credits, you make it durable, right? It doesn't expire. You can do 2,000 credits right out front kind of thing. Which check out like what is something you can actually, but they do have a pretty decent looking like weapon you can earn when it comes to like buying into it this time. So you get the weapon coating here, which is kind of a cool like wrapped up present kind of vibe here. But also you can also get a new commando weapon model here, which is actually kind of nice. You can see there's like a little bit of a tree right there for like the ADS on it kind of thing. It's nothing too crazy, honestly, for me. Like for most of these, you know, 500 credit pass durable things, I just skip them. Like I don't feel the need or want to buy into these kind of things. But you know what? If it's there and you want it, then go for it. You know, we can check out the rest of the operation pass here. So level 1 is an emblem, or sorry, a nameplate. You get a shoulder pad. As always, you do get an entire set of armor here. The armor, it's looking kind of sick. Not gonna lie, like that's pretty awesome. So that's pretty cool. You get to earn that for free, you know, by just playing the game. You get the war paint coating, which is kind of like a candy cane vibe with that whole thing. The shoulder pads are also pretty sick looking, right? Like this is a kind of like a stealth brute themed armor set, which again seems kind of odd for this to be like for a winter themed thing, but I mean, that's a sick looking shoulder pad though. Let's get real. Come on. The helmet here, it looks all right, but then you throw the little helmet shield on top of it, gives you like that stealth brute vibe. I think it's a stealth brute or something like that. It can give you that kind of vibe. Again, this is probably, you know, cut content from the operation or part of the season pass that we were supposed to get. That was supposed to be like brute theme, right? Remember the Banished Honor armor set kind of stuff. So it seems like not 343 Halo Studios. My bad on that one. Quite years of programming in my brain to say 343 on this one. They're kind of slowly dripping this content out for us over the time to kind of give us something new to grind for. At least they mean like this armor set looks sick though. I mean, especially that chest piece, dude. Oh, yeah, dude, that's awesome. And for free, grind it out. It's not too, doesn't take too long for you to be able to grind out these passes nowadays. So pretty much worth it. I'd say, yeah, it'd be worth kind of grinding out for that. But another thing, I guess, while we're at it here, we're talking about customization. You know, we got to talk about then the shop. I mean, come on, you always got to talk about it. And I mean, am I supposed to be outraged by this? I don't even know anymore. Like, it does look nice. Like these, it kind of almost looks like a stormtrooper kind of in a way, right? With like that helmet piece right here. But again, like they're just more overpriced cosmetics. Again, we wish we'd be able to could buy individual pieces, but we just can't really do that because yeah, that's why. And you got some items are on sale right now as well. Maybe adjusted for inflation like the other ones, but we also do have the exchange. You can unlock various items again, like the Ghost of Reach, the Haunted Helmet's still in there. But some of the previous items that were part of like the previous winter contingencies are now in the game as well for you to unlock. Again, unlock a lot of this. When I was grinding Halo a bunch back then, you know, year 1, 2, and even a little bit of 3. Yes, I got most of these here. So if you haven't had a chance to unlock any of your previous winter contingency stuff, well, now is a wonderful time to do so. Now, remember what I said earlier about the Delta Halo playlist, right? You guys are looking into the multiplayer like, I just want to keep playing my classic Halo, and it's not here. What gives Halo Studios why new non-number company bad still, you know? The way to play Delta Halo or Delta Arena, sorry, I should play it, is it either in quick play or arena objective. And what you have to do is go into the match composer here within your selection modes and make sure you have Legacy Slayer selected, and that will get you your Delta Arena modes for all your good time Halo greatness. Now again, doesn't really look like we'll have much in the way of like the classic Halo 3 refill pass. That seems to be kind of done and gone, which, I mean, makes me very sad because I love Halo 3. I'm a Halo 3 fanboy. You longtime viewers of the channel will know that. But it's great to see that at least it's still in the game. You know, I saw a lot of comments on Twitter being like, where did it go? You know, it had to be a little bit of clarification, which makes sense because like it's not the most obvious thing when you know the mode is Delta Arena and you don't see Delta Arena at all in the game. Makes you think, oh dang, Halo Studios just took out my favorite mode in Halo once again. Not so much the case, you know, it's still in there, but you just gotta have to just know that. The mode I'm most excited about for this new operation coming in, guys, is gonna be the Snowball fight coming in later in the season. They don't state exactly when it's going to happen, but we saw within the trailer that it's gonna be Snowbound Snowground, which is a different version of Snowbound, and Snowfire. It's gonna be probably its own dedicated playlist right there where you'll be able to jump in and play for your chance to actually get play the winter map. So even though the new playlist the new update went live, right? You're like, oh, it's a winter thing. I want to do winter things in Halo. Well, you're just going to have to wait like we always have to do as Halo fans. And that's the Snowbound update. If you guys like these videos, make sure to tap like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.